Hi friends, how are you all?
Hi, we all are fine.
What about you? I'm great, thank you.
Please have some snacks.
No, let it be. Do you know I've come with a new breaking news?
Breaking news? What kind of breaking news you are talking about?
Have you heard of a new national education policy devised by the government?
So, what's the big deal? These things keep happening.
Yes, you are right. These things keep happening, but nothing is going to improve.
No, that's not true.
I am sure there will be some great changes for the betterment that will change the direction and future of education in our country.
But what is this policy?
And how is this policy beneficial to us?
You might be wondering why there was suddenly a need for a new policy. Well, it wasn't an overnight decision. So, what was the need? Let's find out how this new national education policy is going to ensure quality education in middle schools.
Sir, why are activities so important? I am a class topper. Will not these all extracurricular subjects disturb my studies?
Okay, so what do you all understand by the term extracurricular?
Sir, these are the activities which are additional to the main curriculum.
And what do you suppose your main curriculum is?
Sir, it includes important subjects like maths and science.
Yeah, the idea you have of important subjects is not just yours. Many people have the same perspective. Do you know that Raju was also under the same impression?
Raju was a very intelligent boy who always stood first in class. He always got full marks in all the subjects like math, science, and social science. He loved to draw. He used to look at his friends who used to paint delightful pictures, but he told himself that his only goal was to score well in the main subjects. According to him, subjects like arts and music were only for students who wasted their time on extracurricular activities. As he grew up, his studies became more difficult. He still continued to study very hard until one day his parents saw his report card and saw that his scores were decreasing. They were worried. They spoke to each other about it.
Raju is a brilliant boy with a sharp memory, but he has always been too hard on himself. He has never engaged in activities that keep our mind happy, healthy, and strong.
But he is a class topper. He thinks that these all activities are only a hindrance. We must teach him the value of these arts.
I have a plan.
Why colors? What should I do with them?
Don't you love to paint?
I do, but painting is not going to get me anywhere. What career can I have with such an interest?
Raju, have you ever realized why these days your marks are lesser than before?
Maybe I am not studying enough.
You study all day. You even don't have a hobby. Have you heard of the famous proverb? All work and no play makes Jack a dull boy.
Yes, but I do play some video games once a week.
Okay, let's do an experiment. Enjoy making some paintings every day for at least half an hour and tell us after a week if you see any changes in your scores.
Fine. You were right. I am getting better at studies. I can remember things much better. Okay, I agree that painting is fun and should be encouraged. But why do they teach other subjects like music and sports at school?
Time for another experiment. Okay, just tell me what you have been doing since you returned from the school.
I drew a few pictures, but since 3 pm, I have only been studying.
Oh, fine. Now see this article and try to explain it.
Oh, this language seems too advanced.
Close your eyes, relax.
Now open your eyes and read the article again.
This article talks about a research conducted by Dr. Jagdish Chandra Bose. It explains to us that plants grow better in the presence of music.
I thought that it was too difficult for you to understand.
I don't know. It's magic.
Music or any form of art has a magic. These arts work wonders for our mental health.
But they're useless for careers. Doctors and engineers contribute to the society. But what do these artists do?
Raju, everything is art. The world is nothing in the absence of artists. Imagine what would happen if people just worked all day long and did nothing besides work. Artists help us to see the beauty of our universe. In fact, most of the celebrities are artists. Actors, painters, photographers, musicians, writers play a very important role in our society. Could you imagine how colorless life would be in the absence of these people in our world?
You are right, Dad. I will never discount art and will never call them unimportant again.
You are right.
Do you know? These extracurricular activities are not extra anymore. As per the National Education Policy of 2020, arts are included in the main curriculum as skills. And passing these subjects will be as essential as passing the other subjects.
Thus, we can happily participate in such activities and gain recognition as well.
Yes, good marks in these subjects will also be considered a great fit from now onwards.
The aim is to introduce students to all 64 kinds of art throughout the school education.
The cost price is 350 and the selling price is 400. Now find the profit. Yes?
So the answer is 50 rupees.
Yes, clear for that. See the first example. Now can anyone answer the second one? Yes? So the answer is yes. Yes, very good. Please clap for him. Thank you.
Rahul and Priya could not answer the math questions, and now Abhay, Mehul and Aryan could not answer the grammar questions. Shouldn't we help each other?
Yes, we must. But how? We want to help them, but we are also busy.
Yes, to teach is learn twice. Isn't it great to help each other succeed? Yeah, that's a beautiful thought. Helping a friend is not just wonderful, it is also rewarding. Do you know what NTP is?
NTP?
What is NTP?
NTP is a National Tutors Program. As per the education policies of 2020, being a part of it is very prestigious. The children who will participate in it will earn a certificate. All you need to do is just to form a systematic study plan for your classmates who are lagging and help them as frequently as possible, at least 5 hours a week.
Yes, but this must be for the children who are intelligent.
Intelligent? Don't you think that everybody is intelligent in some or the other way?
How?
See, Priya and Rahul are not good at maths, but they are good at grammar. Likewise, Abhay, Mehul and Aryan are good at maths, but they need to practice grammar. Does that mean that they are not intelligent just because of 1 or 2 subjects?
No, but this means that everybody is smart.
Yes, why not? Everybody has a strong point, and everybody can use their strength in helping others. Helping others is a reward of its own kind, but you can inspire others to do the same through NTP. The students who will help their peers will be nominated under NTP, and by the end of the year, they will receive a certificate. This certificate is more valuable than all your other rewards because it will remind you and others to be kind and helpful. Everybody does their job, but the joy that you feel in helping others is invaluable and incomparable.
Yes, from now onwards, we will go the extra mile for our friends and help them.
Hello, ma'am. Son, say hello to me.
Hello, ma'am. Hello.
See, my son, you also have to be like your teacher. I don't want you to discontinue education like I did. I left my studies after 4th standard.
Why, Grandpa?
Because back in the days, people did not value education that much.
Yes, that's true. Like your grandpa, many people couldn't finish their school. Some didn't have an option, while others didn't want an option. But what were the reasons, ma'am? Some had a weak financial situation, some were afraid of working hard, some didn't understand the importance of education, and some became victims of child labor. They didn't see what they were missing and how much better life could be with a proper education.
Yes, that's right. Because of these reasons, a lot of people remained uneducated.
I am sure they must have regretted not studying.
Sooner or later, yes, they did. But now, there will be no such regrets. The government has decided to help dropouts restart their education from where they left.
What is this new reform and how is this going to be possible?
The government has included a remedial instructional aids program under the new National Education Policy.
What is this program?
RIAP is a temporary program to create better employment opportunities for people who left their education midway. Through this program, they will get a golden opportunity to start studying again and complete their education. They can start exactly from where they had left. For instance, if somebody stopped studying after passing 7th standard, they can restart their education from 8th standard.
Terrific! Now everyone will get another chance to study well and build a future of their choice. They will make our nation greater than ever. But who will teach these people and how? Will the students come to school and study?
Schools, teachers, students, NGOs, volunteers, and the government will make a collective effort to find such people and give them a helping hand. They will arrange classes for them. Later, they will be able to choose a field of their choice and opt for a university education.
It would be like a dream come true for many.
Yes, the new National Educational Policy will definitely bring a new dawn for our country.
Grandpa, I think I'm going to start an RIAP for you already. Come, let's buy some books for you.
Let's go, son.
Better every day, sir.
Better every day.
Excuse me, sir. We would like to ask you a question.
Yes, please.
Sir, why do we have to learn languages? I mean, I know how to speak Hindi, English, and my mother tongue.
Does this mean you don't learn any new words from the chapters you learn at school?
Yes, sir. But why do we need to learn Sanskrit and other Indian classical languages as per the new policy? We don't use these languages for speaking.
Do you know how very fortunate you are? You live in a country like ours that has an incredible amalgamation of such beautiful ancient languages. Tamil, Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, and Odia are the classical languages of India. Many other classical languages are soon going to enjoy the same status. Can you tell me why?
Yes, sir. Our Sanskrit teacher told us that several European languages were derived from Sanskrit, and many foreigners are studying it with great interest, especially in the developed countries like Germany. They realize its value. Maybe the other classical languages are also that special.
Yes, you are right. They do.
Sir, please tell us more about these languages.
Okay, so Tamil is a Dravidian language that began existing around the 3rd millennium BC. You will also be surprised that some Tamil and Kannada inscriptions are also found in Egypt. Malayalam was the first Indian language to be used in a travelogue. It was the Vardhaman Pustakam by Parimakal Thona Kathanad in 1785. Another interesting fact is that the word Mal means mountain and Alam means region, and Odia is a language that barely depends on any other language for its vocabulary. It has also some influence on Arabic and Persian. Some early Jain texts were also written in Odia. Continuing our legacy and celebrating the rich heritage is our privilege. Would you like if we, the people of India, would let these languages disappear?
Never.
Our country has diversity, but we must remember that our hearts are connected since we don't follow the same culture. Learning about each other's culture is not only exhilarating but also important. Every culture may not be ours, but the nation is ours. Respecting each other and learning more about each other's culture will help us grow together and uphold our unity. Moreover, there are advantages of being a polyglot. Any idea what they are?
Yes, sir. People who speak more than one language concentrate better and have sharp memory.
They are brilliant at problem solving, multitasking, listening, and critical thinking. Multilinguals also have better career opportunities.
From now on, owing to the latest developments in the education policy, you shall have a fun language course in your middle school. Through this, you can learn any of the Indian classical languages. You will also be a polyglot. Isn't that great?
Absolutely.
Have you ever wondered what coding is? Well, undoubtedly you must have come across the word before. Coding is based on many different languages that the computer understands. Apps like Google, WhatsApp, Facebook, Paytm and Zomato are created with coding. 60% technical jobs rely on these skills these days, so including it in the curriculum can make students entrepreneurs while they are still studying. From 6th grade onwards, children will learn to create applications and websites in school without buying additional expensive courses. The National Education Policy of 2020 has focused on numerous aspects before introducing coding to middle school students. So let's check out some more benefits of coding. Number 1. Coding helps us apply mathematical concepts to solve real-life problems. Number 2. Kids who code understand the value of planning, which results in improvement of their logic application. Number 3. The trials and errors that we go through while coding an application or a website boost our creativity. Number 4. Writing complex codes empowers organization skills. Number 5. Along the course we also learn debugging to make our creations resilient. Number 6. Learning a skill at a young age multiplies employment and business opportunities. Number 7. Coding is basically a new literacy of the digital age we live in. Number 8. It can become a very productive pastime. Number 9. Complex programming do not appear complex anymore even to young learners. Number 10. Learning to code inspires us to help others with our creations.
In ancient India, the student internship system existed in Gurukuls. Later, it disappeared. I am glad this system has been reintroduced in the National Education Policy as practical learning is very important. Right now, as we are here, I can show you how vegetables like coriander, broccoli and lettuce are grown. We use these vegetables for pizza toppings and burgers, but to learn about these vegetables, you need to see how they are produced. Just reading about them is not enough. Practical learning makes far more sense.
In my opinion, the government's decisions of including internship in the school curriculum will be very beneficial for the students. Students already learn things through theories in schools, but when they visit sites like factories, they get the actual idea with practical experience.
Through internship, students can get a clearer picture. Being an entrepreneur involves facing risk. The courage to tackle this risk is the first and foremost requirement. For example, for organic farming, I have to consider a lot of things. There are pests and weeds to consider. Besides, in the initial phase, the produce might seem disappointing. The land has to be cultivated carefully for organic farming. We don't deal with middlemen. Our customers visit our farm and they get to pick the vegetables of their choice. This is how, as farmers, we get better returns. I would like to urge all the other potential farmers to do the same for better earnings.
We function on the basis of discipline. Freshers are taught how they can work ethically as per the specified guidelines. For this, we have defined the standard operating procedures, that is SOPs, in all our departments. We never diverge from these SOPs. To maintain this discipline, we train the newbies and the result of their training decide the work that should be delegated to them as per their capabilities. They are expected to work as per the decided performance criteria. We explain to them before they begin. The employees are very careful of the quality norms as their work is regularly assessed. Their goal is to keep their scores high with the criteria and norms in mind.
We work in the retail industry. Our Oshia Hypermart has a lot of departments such as fashion, footwear, plasticware, and household items. We try to provide our customers everything that they need under one roof, and this saves their time, effort, and even money. I had started organic farming single-handedly. It has taken 9 years of my dedication to build a brand and recognition of my own.
To become entrepreneurs, students need to form their visions and decide their goals while they are still in school. Then they need to keep developing their qualities and capabilities accordingly. For instance, they need to define their work ethics, manage their time well, and enhance their general knowledge to shape themselves into successful entrepreneurs of the future.
You need to decide your field, whether it is going to be retail, pharmaceuticals, agriculture, or fashion designing. That you must decide, and then you need to fall in love with the field you have chosen. If you make it your passion, I can guarantee your success.
The Indian Ministry of Education devised the National Education Policy of 2020 after studying the education system of various countries. They have introduced 3 very crucial changes in this new policy. The first change is going to alter the way knowledge is imparted and tested in schools. Only about 25% of students get enrolled in the upper section after the 8th standard, which means most students choose to discontinue their education due to various reasons. By 2035, the government aims at upping the percentage to at least 50. The reason these students don't feel the need for a higher education is that up until now, education depended more on memory. The more you memorized, the more marks you gained. Looking at the need of the hour around the world, a practical application of knowledge holds more water than mere theoretical knowledge. After all, earning our livelihood depends more on what we can do as individuals, not on what we can memorize and repeat. The second improvement is related to the levels of school education. According to the new policy, there are 4 stages of school education: 5, +3, +3, +4. The third improvement is flexibility. The students will have a range of subjects to choose from to suit their interests. At stage 1, which is the foundation of education, there are 3 years of nursery and kindergarten and 2 years for standard 1st and 2nd. This stage is to work on the linguistic skills of the students so they can express themselves properly in their mother tongue and English. The medium will be of no consequence. All students, regardless of the medium of instruction in their schools, must be well versed in all the common languages around them. This is to remove the language barrier they face throughout their lives. Besides this, education at this stage will only be through activities. Stage 2 is the preparatory stage that aims at preparing children for the next stage of education. At this stage, the students will learn the basics of science and mathematics, such as the principles of nature and calculations. Basically, the stage is to give theoretical knowledge through a range of methods like elocution, experiment, and observation, so that all types of learners are educated. Stage 3 is the stage of experiential learning. This is going to be the most significant one in every student's life. This is where the students will get an opportunity to learn various subjects, including at least one new language. The students will also go through plenty of vocational courses. These will be in form of internships. What they will learn from this experience is something one cannot possibly learn from any book. Not just this, the students will also learn how to develop applications and websites at half the age of the professionals we have in the field today. This will create another career opportunity for them. In addition to all this, they will have courses to improve their logic, reasoning, and general knowledge. The 4th stage is divided into 2 phases: Standards 9 and 10 and Standards 11 and 12. The major change at this stage is that students will be able to choose any subject of their choice no matter what stream they choose. In simpler words, a science student may study music if she wishes to. The combination of subjects will solely depend on the student's interest. This will be a welcome change after years of strict distinctions among arts, commerce, and science subjects. The stage will empower students' creativity and thinking skills. Moreover, they will have a passion to pursue.